Hello, I'm Bob Mankoff, cartoon editor of the New Yorker magazine. Although sometimes when I'm in Starbucks, I use the name Wentworth. Anyway, welcome to the Cartoon Lounge. Recently, a book came out by an unnamed author. I have it here, who happens to have the same name as me. Anyway, the dedication to the book says, dedicated to everyone who has ever done a cartoon for the New Yorker, and it has a list of everyone who's ever done it. But it also says, and to anyone who ever will. And that's the great thing about the New Yorker magazine. Each year, new people come into the magazine. And I'm going to show you some of the new people who are in the magazine in this issue. This is a cartoon by Tom Chitty. Tom came in 2014. You say, who is Tom Chitty? I have no idea, and that's the great thing also. I don't have to have any idea who you are for a cartoon to get in the New Yorker magazine. This is sort of a really neat cartoon. I love the drawing. It's like one of these 19th century bicycles, but in the basket here is E.T. The caption is, "You're a demanding little chap. The nearest telephone is in the next century." So, very, very good cartoon. Okay, here, this is by Ed Steed, you've seen before. He came in 2013. Guy's looking at this model, he's looking in the window, and the other guy is saying, that's where we are right now. And you can see that isn't where they are right now, because this huge eye is also appearing in the window. A little meta stuff. Finally, Leanna Fink, who came in 2013, and we see someone proposing, and he is asking, can I ask you a personal question? And I think that is a very personal question. Will you marry me? Anyway, those are the new cartoonists on your newsstands now, and in your mailbox, and online, and on your iPad, and I don't know, maybe even on your toaster. Although our cartoons don't mean to confuse, sometimes they do. This particular cartoon by Jack Ziegler caused some confusion on Twitter. The title is, "This is what happens when we die." And we see his childhood friends are going to go, and then former classmates, ex-girlfriends, ex-wives, colleagues, drinking buddies. Well, so what does this cartoon mean? This was the confusion it caused. I'll read something. Does anyone understand this New Yorker cartoon? And someone is trying to be helpful. It says the full caption is, "This is what happens when we die if we were to put everybody we know into a train and then crash it." Someone else thinks it has to do with Snowpiercer. Well, it's a really interesting cartoon, because this was a cartoon I liked before I actually understood it, and that became interesting to me. It's clearly not a funny cartoon, but to me it was a meaningful cartoon, and this is the meaning I came up with, and then I called Jack to find out if it was so. It's not that when you die, all the people you knew and all the associations die, but the story, the narrative story in your life, gluing all these people together in some sort of coherent narrative, that's what disappears when you die. And so the cartoon is a little bit sad and poignant, and if it contributed to your seasonal affective disorder, my apologies.